You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options. Facebook.com/TheOptionsInsider or via questions@TheOptionsInsider.com.
Have a great day. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Greg Ferrari from NASDAQ. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Thank you. I'm Greg Ferrari, Managing Director of the U.S. Options Business and Product Development Team at NASDAQ. Thank you to our host, the Boston Options Exchange, along with the Options Industry Council, for organizing what will be another great OIC conference. Today, my objective is to provide each of you with a lens into how NASDAQ evaluates the current state of the markets and what we are doing to bring investors and liquidity back to the marketplace. As the market share leader in multiple listed options in the U.S. each of the past 5 years, we know what our clients are expecting of us. They expect transparency, resiliency, and uniformity. NASDAQ continues to take a leadership role in delivering on each of these to better our markets in order to foster price discovery and liquidity formation for the investing community. We believe the markets are highly functional within today's market structure. However, there is much work to be done to improve on the current state. Today's exchange-based risk management tools are incredibly sophisticated and give our liquidity providers the necessary protections to conduct their business. We commend the OCC for taking a leadership position to bring a minimum standard to the markets with regards to risk management so that our holistic client base can have a consistent experience across the 12 exchanges. However, the evolving needs of the industry participants have insisted the exchanges to bring added protections and consistency to market participants. To that end, NASDAQ is in the final stages toward launching our multi-ticker rapid-fire product that pulls all quotes from a particular liquidity provider when certain triggers are met. Our goal is to give our market participants ample comfort with our technology offering so that we can collectively manage the outliers and allow us to provide additional added resiliency in times of duress. One thing we continue to focus on is the expanded use of price improvement auctions. We have witnessed this shift within one of our own markets, that on Philly via the Pixel auction. I'm not here to debate the purpose or validity of these auctions, but rather would like to make the audience aware of the unintended consequences of what these auctions have created in the marketplace. We at NASDAQ put a high premium on the quality of displayed liquidity and believe there are some unique ways in which we can bring the best of both worlds together. We believe there is functionality that can be developed to enhance the price improvement process in conjunction with displayed MBBO liquidity providers. You'll be hearing a lot more from us in the coming months on this topic as we look to bring transparency and price discovery together for our market participants. With regards to complex orders, we took a hard look at our competitive position 2 years ago relative to the marketplace and made some decisions to enhance our clients' experience. Today, I'm happy to report that the PHLX executed on approximately 25% of all electronically delivered complex orders in the industry for the first quarter of 2015. This is a 165% year-over-year improvement and continues to be an emerging area for the exchange. We rolled out our implementation of implied orders at the end of 2014, and that has improved market participants' fill rates on our complex order book. We continue to evaluate the opportunities in the complex order space for our sister venues, NOM and BX options, to complement our PHLX offering. Please stop by our booth so that we can provide you with a full story about our recent complex order book performance. We would not be able to have these market-leading features I described earlier without reinvesting in our iNet technology stack. The PHLX recently completed a full overhaul of the XL technology platform and has delivered for our members a new benchmark to measure against. Our market makers are experiencing a quote block round-trip time of 44 micros, and a block equals 4 quotes. with ample throughput made available to them via the SQF protocol to cover their PHILX, NOM, or BX options quoting responsibilities. We have also published our plans to operate a disaster recovery location out of 350 Cermak in Chicago and retire the Ashburn, Virginia location. Firms that have an existing presence in Chicago will no longer require any connectivity down to Ashburn for NASDAQ. Both these efforts will help reduce the connectivity costs for our members. Speaking of data centers in Chicago, I want to use this time to update you on our planned U.S. Futures Exchange launch, NFX, for later this year, where the primary exchange will be hosted at 350 Cermak. Since this is an options conference, I will only focus on the planned options on futures portion of the launch, which will cover the WTI crude, Brent crude, and Henry Hub natural gas options. These products, along with the future, will settle and clear with OCC using the risk-based haircut model we employ today for the index and ETF option products. For those that are active in making markets in market-leading ETFs like UNG or USO, along with other natural gas or crude oil products that clear at OCC, I have fantastic news for you. The margin offsets provided by OCC to market makers are substantial. The clearing fees will be reduced by over 90%, and your options exercise fee will be $1 per strike as opposed to $1 per contract at the incumbents today. Please speak with your OCC representative here or your FCM to gather additional feedback about this. NFX will be using the Genium INET platform, and it will operate an open access model to give FCMs ample ISV choices when connecting to the exchange. We're incredibly excited about our overwhelming support that we're receiving from the marketplace today to bring transparency and resiliency to a worldwide recognizable product set. Moving to our cash markets, in February of 2015, NASDAQ took it upon itself to launch an access fee pilot in 14 stocks where the rebate to add and fee to remove was reduced to the low single digits down from the current cap of 30. The reason I bring this up, cash equities tends to be a few years ahead of the U.S. options markets from a market structure perspective. One of the things that we took away from this pilot, looking at it from an options perspective, is that liquidity can evaporate faster than natural order flow can arrive if the proper incentives aren't there for both participants. NASDAQ is on the forefront of delivering best-in-class features and functionalities to this great asset class. To make it even greater, we are of the belief that we can drive the business towards a model that represents transparency, resiliency, and uniformity to service the needs of investors globally. I want to also comment, today being the 5-year anniversary of the flash crash. Today at 4 o'clock, here we are. Where were we? Traders were scrambling, investors were confused, but option market makers didn't know if their hedges were being busted or adjusted. So like I said before, I believe we're in a much better place than we were 5 years ago, but we still have a lot of work to bring investors back to this marketplace. We look forward to speaking with you at our conference. Please stop by the booth or our cabana to spend some time with us in this great city of Miami Beach.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.